Welcome to Gjalt's 101. This video will be a little different than the previous ones because instead of explaining subjects that are already available to you, I will give you some insight on what we're currently working on. Something like what's up for future release. And today I will tell you what I have been working on for the last month and a half. And those were FNC UI controls. These are my first FNC UI components. Previously I created the Slack component for the TMS FNC Cloud Pack, but nothing yet with UI or interaction. So to make this huge step a little smaller, first of all I've created an FNC version of a control that I already developed, the TMSFNCRichEditorHorizontalRuler for the TMS VCL UI Pack. I had to tweak some code for the drawing to use an FMX, and I had to change, of course, all of the TADV rich editors to the TMS FNC rich editor. But for the rest, this is the same component. You can add tabs, move them, change margins, and set indents. So it's a great tool to customize your layout for text. Next on the list was something a little more challenging with regards to the component's internal mechanism, as I had to create a splitter that could be used on the 4 frameworks VCL, FMX, Web, and Lazarus. The first huge challenge was to understand how a splitter actually works, as I have to admit that prior to this I never gave it a second thought. But now I've created the TMS FNC splitter, which has the same properties as any other splitter, but also has a possibility to change the indicators, use a style or set a normal, hover and down appearance, and the drag behavior, which can be continuous or which can update just once. Another control that was requested a lot was a progress bar for FNC. In my opinion, this was the toughest one to create, as I wanted to make it as customizable as possible, and I wanted that all of the properties still could work together. So here is an overview of them. The first one is the default one on the form, but you can change the maximum and minimum value to change the direction of the progress. You can use styles, you can use different levels that have each a different color, even a different text color, and you can divide those different levels or even the whole progress in blocks. For the text, you can position them at the start, in the center of the progress, at the end of the progress, and so on, and you can orientate the text to the left, to the right, and even upside down. There are still a huge amount of possibilities left, so I hope that you can customize this TMS FNC Progress Bar as you want. While we were developing the TMS FNC Progress Bar, we thought it could be useful to add the ability to interact with it as well. So we've created the TMS FNCRating derived from it. But to be a good rating control, we also added the images to have a scale. The first one is a default one, so we use stars as a default SVG, so it scales with the progress bar and with your screen. If you don't set the inactive images, then you don't see the empty scale, and if you don't set the active images, the full stars here, then you get the progress bar as you're used. The interaction that we've added is the ability to slide in intervals. Here you can also see that an interval can be half, so you can give half a star, for example. You can also snap to a value by clicking it. There you can set how much you want, and you can use the keyboard to change it as well. So this was a small overview of the components that I have been working on lately. I hope that they can be an advantage in one of your projects, and they will be implemented in one of the following releases once they are tested completely. If you are interested in more videos with what we're working on for future releases and from other developers, or you have some components that you're still missing in the TMS FNC UI Pack, just let us know by liking the video or leaving a comment. Till the next Gjalt 101, thank you for watching.